well, I'm not in my bedroom, I'm in my living room. Let's talk about the books I read in January of 2026. Hello, my magical book fairies. Welcome back to my channel. And today we are going to read, like I said in the intro, we're going to talk about the books that I read in January. It was a start, it started off slow and then it went fast and then it went slow. So it was kind of like a roller coaster month, but wow, I'm just saying this, wow. It was a good month. Because I read 10 books in January. I saw that other booktubers read like 16, 15. So yeah. Anyways, if you're new, grab your drink, grab your snack, and get comfy and get cozy, and then we'll set on the video. Before I start in this video, if you hear, I have my dog stuck, but if you hear her, she wants to play, so I'm trying to keep her entertained while I film this video, so just letting y'all know. So the first book that we read in January was Sif and Sparrow, the third book of the Lightlark series. The Ruminous Love trilogy, and it was good. It was 4 stars. I don't know why I gave it 5, but I gave it 4 stars. It was so good. I loved the action. And it was my first time reading dark romance too, because I read the other 2 books in 2025. But it was amazing, and giving this author a chance. It was so good. I have a tour season by her, so I can't wait to read that later this year, maybe next year, who knows. The dark romance was amazing. I didn't see that much dark romance, but I don't know, maybe it went over my head. I don't know, but it was good, and I will continue reading more. Next was Abby Jimenez. This is my first Abby Jimenez book that I read, in general. I gave it 5 stars. The book was cute and adorable. The writing was amazing. The love between them was also amazing as well. And I can't wait to continue more from her, and I totally recommend it. And I love that she is a Midwest queen like me. Well, although I was born in Massachusetts, but still, I love her writing. So, like I said, Just for the Summer is part of my February TBR. So this is Crime and Poetry by Amanda Flower. I gave it 3.25 stars. It was good. It's not something I would read again, but the twist at the end, I did not expect that coming, but it was good. And there's a cat in the cover, and it was cute. The cat was practically the main point of the story and whatever, but oh my god, it was so good. And it's like a mass paperback, so it didn't take that long. So yeah, like I said, it's not something I would recommend, and it's something that I wouldn't read again. So, but it was good. I don't know if you can see her. I don't know if you can see her. There she is. Look at her. Look at her go. Rose. 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 What are you doing? I gotta get that away from her, so yeah. Quick dog break. This next book is my favorite book of January. It was so hard, okay, because I had 2 Abby Jimenez books, if I remember correctly. Yes, I had 2 Abby Jimenez books, and this next book, and it was so hard to pick, but this next book that I'm about to mention was my all-time favorite book of January. Out on a Limb by Hannah Bowen Young. It was so good. I cannot stop thinking about that book. That book was so good. Everyone recommended it before I even read it. And it was amazing. I loved every second of this book. I need to buy it and have it on my shelf, because this was on Libby. A lot of these books were on Libby, just letting you know. So if you don't know what Libby is a library app that you can check out books on the app and then read them, and then you can send them back. You don't get to keep them, sadly, but yes, this book was so amazing. I loved it from the second it started, and then I loved it at the end. They deserve each other so much. It was so good, and honestly, I highly recommended it. I gave it 5 stars. I wish I could give it 6 stars, but I gave it 5 stars, and I love the couple so much in general. So next is Rose and Chains by Julie Solo. Honestly, I kind of regret buying this book. It was good, but I'm gonna try to listen to it on the audio and see if it is better as an audio than it was reading it, because reading it took me a while to read it. I gave it 3.75 stars. So if you can see it, 3.75. I'll listen to it, but if it's not better on the audio, I will not continue the series. I know it's going to be a trilogy, but if it's not better on the audio, then I am gonna DNF the series before the second book even comes out this year. So it was okay. So I've seen a lot of reviews on it saying it was horrible. So we'll see. If the audio is a little bit better. Say You Remember Me by Abby Jimenez. Gave it 5 stars. Loved it. It was a quick, easy read, super fast paced, and the couple was adorable, but not as adorable as that on the Bloom couple, but it was so good. Abby Jimenez so far is my go-to by author now, because her writing, I don't know what it is, but it's so good, and I do want to visit her bakery in Minnesota, so I'm gonna give that a chance. So yeah. Next is Death of a Pumpkin Carver. 3 stars. It took the author, their brother and sister, to like chapter 12 to 14, around that area, to get to what actually happened for the unaliving. And it was good, and then when it was boring at the beginning until the actual plot happened, and then it was better. So, but I don't recommend it. And I got this book at a garage sale, so I thought it was gonna be good. But I take that back. But it was my worst book of January too. It was okay. I wish these authors would like I said, their brother and sister, they would just get to the first couple of chapters to oh, okay. Because when I read the Amish murder mystery books by Amanda Flower, it takes her not maybe chapter 3 or 4 to get to the point, to the actual plot. So yeah. Next is my reread for January, and that was The Watsons Go to Birmingham, 1963. Oh my god, I forgot how good this book was, because I read this, I think, my junior year of high school, so that was 12 years ago, I believe. So yeah, 12 years ago. Oh my god, I'm old. I'm 29, freshly 29. And I forgot how good it was. It was long chapters, but there's 15 plus the epilogue, 16. I loved it. It was so good, and the dad was funny as heck. I think people should read this book to this day because honestly, it goes with what's going on with but it doesn't go with like the segregation and everything because like I said, this was based in 1963, but this book didn't come out until like 30 years ago, 1996. So I think people should read this book. And yeah, but Byron, oh my gosh, he wants to protect his brother when he wants to protect his brother. Oh my god, but it's so good. It is relevant to this day with African Americans and everything. And if you don't notice, I'm like a quarter black. But it's in my ancestry DNA, so I took the test and everything. But I think you should read it along with, and yeah. So yeah. Next is Mate by Ali Hazelwood. It's the second book of the Ali Hazelwood Bride series. I don't know if it's going to be, I don't know how many books she's coming out, so far it's a duology. My notebook, I gave it 5 stars and what actually meant, but I did gave it 4 stars, but I don't know why I colored. I think I was just tired when I finished it, so I was like, ugh. So yeah, but it was good, but Bride was a lot better than me, honestly. I finished, yeah, it was pretty good, but would I read it again? Probably not. Bride was definitely a lot better. Finally, we have Because of Miss Bridgerton by Julia Quinn. And speaking of Bridgerton, I'm currently watching that, but it's paused right now because I'm a Bridgerton girly. Penelope and Colin are my OTPs forever. Super cute read, and definitely will continue the series because it's the first book in the series of a different, it's like the prequel. No, but blah, 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 blah. It was so good. I will continue it on audio. It was so good, and it's a fast, it was 9 hours to read. But if you speed it up, it'll probably be a little bit shorter. But oh my god, it was so good. It took me all day to finish it, and I read it on the last day of January, so I was like, I want to listen to a book that's gonna make me finish in a day. So, so honestly, yeah, it was a good read. I colored all day and listened to music and everything, and it was so good. Highly recommend listening to the audio, but I tried, I read Romancing Mr. Bridgerton last year, and it was a little bit better on audio, but I'm going to try to rereading it again eventually. Probably on Libby, but who knows. But I do want to read the Bridgerton series because I only read one Bridgerton book, and that was Romancing Mr. Bridgerton. So, break. Look at her. Look at her. Look at you. Look at you all cutie patootie. I hope you liked that video. Anyways, I hope you liked that video. Sorry about my dog. She wants to play. So I'm trying to keep her entertained. But anyways, I hope you liked that video. And like I said, I read 10 books that month. And my favorite read was Out on a Limb by Anna Boyan. And my worst read was Death of a Pumpkin Carver by Lee Hulse. But anyways, it was so, I actually did pretty good. I don't know how I read 10 books, but I don't know how my favorite book people said like 15, 16 books, but you know what, that's okay. But yeah, anyways, I will see you all again for the next video. I think it's going to be a vlog. I'm not 100% sure, but either ways, I will see you all next week for another video. Okay, my magical book fairies, bye!